Good evening, good evening. How are we doing? It's Wednesday. Yeah, that tracks actually. Just occurred to me the new season on Wednesday comes out on Netflix today. I was like, of course it comes out on Wednesday. Where the hell else would it come out? How are we all doing anyway? Hope we're having a good week. Sorry for no stream last night. I was a bit busy, tired, and then I've done something to my wrist. I'm pretty sure I've just gamed it into oblivion. Or PC'd it into oblivion, maybe. It's my mouse hand. It's the bit that the core of it that rubs on the desk the most and stuff. I don't know. Need to come up with some... Well, I either need to take an actual break from being on the computer, which is... Well, it's likely to happen as flying pigs and stuff. Or some way of it padding my wrist or something. Oh well, we shall live, probably. Let's see if I can build something with this. It's not the worst idea ever. Can I build something with that? And actually still game? Wriggle myself into position and find out. Maybe. It's not the best, but maybe. See how we do. It turned out to be a complete disaster. Evening, Carl. How's it going? Let's get that down. So, Tainted Grail. Yeah, we are in Connacht, and we're just going to town and found the men here, which is actually kind of live in the middle of town and still working. Kind of. Or it's working now that we've shown up. Apparently a connection to Arthur's soul and stuff has reignited it. And we're not going to tell the people in the area exactly why it's reignited, but it's weird enough that it has. Yeah, that particular information would be an overshare. Anyway. Cooling off a little bit. Nice. It's going the other way here. It's starting to warm up a bit. Oh, I've already seen that. Right. Random bit of news popping up on my phone. I've already seen it. It's about Jump Ship, which was a interesting game I tried during Steam Next Fest. It was apparently quite popular. Quite a few people tried it. Which is a co-op kind of spaceship flying game where you and up to 2 friends, I think, that's a group of 3 of you, can pilot a spaceship and run around inside the spaceship doing various bits and pieces like maintenance, and actually also outside the spaceship as well. Like maintenance and firing the guns and piloting it. Have a job each. And the guns have to be kept loaded with ammunition, so somebody has to craft and stock up on ammunition. So yeah, you have to do all of those things, and sort of doing a whole bunch of different missions. You kind of head out and jump into places, do missions, objectives along the way, and then complete them. And there's on-ground combat and gun-based combat as well as spaceship stuff, and yeah, it's an interesting thing. I don't know how much depth there will be to it, but it's coming out in early access later this year. But they've had to rebrand it like twice now. I can't remember what it was originally, but they changed the name to Jump Ship, I think it was. And apparently that was a potential, just a little bit too open-ended to lawsuits, so they elected not to go with that and have rebranded it again. It's now called Jump Space, which is kind of a crap name, really, but... Gotta be honest, but nonetheless, it is what it is. That wasn't very smooth, but whatever. On Vimto at the moment because we didn't get our usual for whatever reason, and not a fan, I have to admit. I can drink it, but it's very much a distinctive taste, so I think you're either going to like it or you're going to hate it. Me, I'm not exactly sold. So, yes, we are in the middle of town. There's some men here. I quite like this map design, by the way. It's like a hand-drawn vibe to it, which is quite cool. I should take notes. We've got a bunch of quests to do. Ah! Damn, that wrist really is not healing up at all, has it? Well, having a night off would help. It really hasn't. A little bit extra padding. Let's try that. So, yeah. Loads of stuff to do. And there's a house I could buy, but I'm not going to. We've explored most of the spooky south and west of it. Kind of want to head out this way and try and get to that druidic shrine. I don't have any animal parts on me though. That is a slight issue. Might grab some of those out the stash and see if we can't get that way. That might be a good place to start. No, it's the take bit I want, isn't it? Which is this one. An animal part that I've got lots of, preferably. But there ought to be something in here that counts as an animal part that I've got a lot more of. Evil eye. It's disturbing. Feathers. I've got lots of feathers. Let's see if that'll do the job. I'll have a feather. Did go in my inventory now, isn't it? He's did. Right. So I want to head out of town by the gate to the right. That one.
I wasn't expecting company.
Wow. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Ah, this looks sus. Supposed to be the pathway up to the big old castle on the hill here, which I assume is going to be relevant later. Well, apparently there is a building for death infected. That's interesting. Yep, well, you bleed, burn out and fall down. Well, haven't seen one of these guys since the asylum. Death doesn't seem too prevalent in Horns of the South. Over here, where's me? It's over that way, apparently. If this is a good idea. Looks like a nope. Let's see if we can't get around the other side. Yeah, lots of big crosses warring over. I hear knots. Here there be plague and so on and so forth. Interesting and slightly pathetic noise. Gotcha. A death's shield, sword, and armor. Intriguing. A one-handed sword. Shield. I think I'll be keeping that. The helmet's quite cool, in a way. The rest of it, not so much. It's 20 past 8. There's a level, nice. Well, another news, it doesn't look like going up is helping me very much. So we'll find out. Carefully does it. And it's a lot of burning corpses. Shovels around here do make a certain amount of sense. Bury the ashes of the burnt out infected. Apparently he blocked. Or possibly is having some secondary effect from being hit by my magic. I'm not quite sure which. Might be a secondary effect from one of my abilities. Now. Not really the way I want to go right now, but... This way it is then. Apparently my spell went right through the rock and hit him anyway. Well, he's not getting over it. Castle looks interesting. It's going to be an interesting place to explore, I suspect, later on. Probably not today. To guess. Not quite the picture I was hoping for, though. Not quite as good a one. Good evening, all. How's it going? Let's see if we can get where we're going this way or not. Got a funny feeling it's going to be a no, but... Need to go... Yeah, I think it's trying to tell me I need to go out the front gate and then around the outside edge that way. Right, we can do that. You know what? It'll be a little quick if I ride on it. Yeah, not too bad, thanks, Noel. My cloak appears to be having a bit of a moment in third person there. As I understand it, it was a late edition and is not something the devs say is
Oh, hello there.
particularly in a great condition or really the ideal way of doing things third person. They weren't intending this to be a third person game. They did playtesters' requests as a accessibility feature. It is definitely still better for horse riding, but the rest of the time, not so much. Well, that could be a bit of a problem if my horse won't move its arse. You're not too bothered by fire, apparently. Yeah, you get on with lightning. Similarly better, apparently. Shocking. More cool ruins and such. A bunch of drowners. It did look like the way to go was going to be across from that side. Turns out not so much. A feather, which apparently does not count for shit. Okay, wonderful. Well, meat it is then. I got a new pair of kicks. Which would give me a little bit more armor and increase crits again. Really the way I want it, but at least my ankles aren't flapping in the breeze anymore. Still need the helmet. Well, yeah. Helmet, the chest piece, and the amulet, I would assume. There's one of those anyway. Right. There's a whole bunch more druidic shrines up that way. We have yet to find. Possibly even this way. That's the gateway to Fallen Swords. I would have expected it to be further north. Probably another one there. Interesting. Anyway, I think, yeah, we need to turn in and deliver a note to the castle, don't we? Or the Lord's Manor. Who's from a shopkeeper who seems to think he's got good advice on the running of Connacht. I'm guessing the Lord and presumably the Major Domo, who I'm guessing I'm going to give this to, have entirely different opinions on this guy's advice, but unsolicited advice from a random shopkeeper in the running of a fantasy-stroke medieval realm. Region, duchy. Duchy might be a good word, maybe? Something like that, anyway. It's probably not going to go over very well, anyway.
Help a soul out on your journey.
I already gave you some cash. I'm kind of surprised I can ride through town. But it is very much an open town, so... Getting up here is not the best, but... There we go.
If I just stay put, everything will be just fine.
I'm going to deliver the letter all the way to him. The letter from Osmond the Merchant contains advice for you.
Does it now? Very well. Tell Osmond that... what shall we tell him? That I thank him for his concern, and that I will take his advice under consideration.
Yeah, that's a diplomatic way of putting it. Arthur said he felt this guy was a little bit of a weed and didn't really have much backbone to him.
I should stay out of trouble.
Bit too much of a politician. Hello, who the fuck are you? No, yeah.
You need something?
Slightly Kamelot look about that guy, I'm guessing. And here is so cool. Right. So up next. Stone ones, not right now, I don't think. Yeah. Self. Oh yeah, that's this is the crows, isn't it? Need the sisters to rest. Hair claws, crickmore skin. I've got wolf pelts I could grab easily enough. I could probably grab all of those easily enough. Let's do that. If we can work out where to turn those in. So I needed 5 bear claws, didn't I? Oh, Osmond wants to know. 5 bear claws. Crickmore skin, 1. And 10 wolf pelts. We have a crickmore skin anyway. I do. I just need 10 wolf pelts then. Right. And inform our odd merchant friend here that his advice has been delivered.
Hello, coming back to me, I see. You must have excellent taste.
Yes. Well, that letter for you, Devane.
Oh, how did it go? Did he read it? What did he say?
He didn't read it, brush it off with a few empty words. No, he said he'd take it into account.
Ha! You see? I always say when someone speaks sense, even a lord perks up his ears. Good work. Here's the payment I promised.
Nice word of XP for that.
There.
Right. Apparently Merigast shells as well. Didn't see a note about that. Oh, all the way down. Okay. Unknown quantity. Possibly just the one then. I've got 2, so grab the 1 for now. Now, it does look to be in the lower part of town, doesn't it? Craftsman Row, just beyond the bounty board. Okay. So if I head this way.
Oh, hello there.
And then loop around, that should get me there. I feel I can get Witcher vibes off this town.
If you're here to chat, you've wasted a trip. Speak up or ship out. I've got things to sort. Well, are you standing there for a reason, or is the scenery here all that captivating?
Oh, the bounty's posted. 5 bear claws. Oh, they want, she wants 5 Merigast shells and 3 cloak skins. Bloody hell.
Aye, these are bear claws indeed. You've got a knack for this. Or just plain luck. Either way, these will do nicely. Good, now maybe I can actually secure those tents properly.
Give me 1 minute, hon. Your dickhead neighbour here needs to learn some fucking manners. Oh, you're okay with your neighbour having bad manners, eh?
Well, well, well.
Oh, I got a
The
bounty.
scoundrel has been caught, and now you'll have to pay a fine.
Scoundrel. He was
Either
rude
you
and he
do
got what
that,
was coming to
or
him.
our little
I.e.
chap will take
set on
a
fire.
slightly different direction.
And on general principle, you know we can stick you fine.
It's all right. I've dealt with rascals like this before.
Well, I died. I didn't even get the rude fella either. Oh, apparently I got knocked out and then sent to prison. Well, I'm not staying here. That's interesting, though. Didn't know that could happen. Live and learn, I guess. Been much less trouble if the guy had just, you know, not tried to shove me out of the way. But he had to get uppity and had to get burnt.
You're here.
Bounties. Wolf pelts.
So the job's done? And here I was, ready to send out a search party. You are full of surprises, which is more than I can say for most of the folks around here.
So I need more marigold shells and more creekmore skins, which I'm not going to deal with right now. Any jobs?
Jobs. Check the notice board outside. Can you read? Can you lift more than a fat?
Anything I could do for you apart from the board?
I don't know where all that eagerness comes from, but I'm starting to think if I had 10 of you, my job would be a whole lot easier.
Or if you go off your
And
ass?
as it happens, I might have something for you, though it's a little different from what you've been doing so far.
Sounding good already.
It seems that over the past few weeks, some of our supplies have been going missing. Just small amounts, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even notice at first. But when I checked the books at the end of the month, the numbers told the truth. Someone's been stealing the Legion supplies, and I won't stand for it.
What kind of
At
supplies?
first, it was mostly just food, so I figured it must be rats and set up some traps. But not only did the traps turn up empty, the next time I checked, a hammer, a saw, and a couple of knives were missing too. I don't know about you, but I've never heard of a rat that can chew through iron.
And I think chew through brick, given a bit of time. Generally speaking, we put metal on the bottom of doors in food service, in particular, locations, because they can't chew through that, usually. I'm guessing they just can't get the grip on it. So it's probably, she's probably right there. Suspects?
I thought I did. One of the lads, Percy, volunteered to guard the supplies. Seemed like a decent enough guy, but, well, I guess I was wrong. The next day, Percy was gone, and with him, even more of the supplies. His mates swear he'd never do that. They say that the army was his entire life, but I find it hard to believe. The problem is, the thefts haven't stopped, so I'm guessing he had some accomplices.
Or he's a victim. Where do you keep
In the
supplies?
storefront nearby. Maybe you'll find something, because I am all out of ideas.
Okay. With the cracks. Yeah, it's probably the only thing here other than the main quest and whatever's going on over there. It was there, wasn't it? I think I can probably ride here that way. So I might do that as well. But after we go and investigate the storehouse. I really like the design of this place, it's cool. This town, little village thing. Yeah. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, I thought this idea might have some drawbacks to it. Supposedly in here somewhere. Well, there's blood up there. We could stand up. That would be great. Why can't I stand up now? Weird bug, apparently. Not work either, is it? About that. That might work. Cal, lay off the hints. Way over the line now. Also, if it's not going to give me any hints to that, then I don't know that I want to fuck around looking anyway. Spreadshirt, I suppose? That's getting annoying now. It's the blood I don't get. Yeah, definitely big splashes of blood around. And weirdness occurring there as well. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the way that's set up, I have to admit. I can kind of see with the way the quest is structured. Ooh, that's pretty. But this is not somebody who's as practiced at this sort of thing as, for example, Bethesda are. Because Bethesda would have had a point in there where you could just go, oh well, looks like something happened here, investigate. Well, we'll wait and see if anybody arrives later. So you just sit down on the bench and wait for the time to pass. Just little things like that. It's maybe not the most 100% realistic thing, but as a gameplay mechanic, definitely better. Still, first effort and all that. Definitely cutting some slack on it. I think this was the way I needed to go on it. Nope, too far. I need to go back. For the love of... She was inside the town, apparently. It's interesting because it didn't look like inside... Oh, I see. There's a kind of narrow little gap here. Okay, fair enough. Into the more plague-ridden part of town. Come here. Plague-stricken zone. Yes, there we are. It's very dark. That guy doesn't appear on the compass as hostile, so somebody else up here does, though. Oh, that plan's not working. Why is it suddenly night time? I'm sure it was first thing in the morning. I'm confused. But it clearly is night time, so whatever. Very confused. I don't think I can get infected by these guys, but I'll make sure I don't get murked by them either.
Stay.
Can't see very much right now. If we can sell their gear. I'm gonna ooh, Plague Warden stuff. It's interesting. I don't know if I was meant to kill that guy. I think I may have actually, to be fair, he did look pretty infected. A bunch of undead here as well. Statue of the All-Mother, huh? Because I can't really see what the hell's going on. Oh, surveilling. I'm gonna dash down the bonfire. Level up. Perception would boost my crit chance. Still want to push a bit more into spirituality for the moment. Okay. I think. Crits increase damage output. They're fine, but they're not exactly good priority size. This is all about buffing my mana, really. Some of which is more useful than others. Health increased by max mana. I don't die very often, so it's not like a top priority. Regeneration outside, increased mana pool, not a bad thing. Movement speed increases spell power, that will be helpful. Hmm. I mean, that's not the worst thing ever. Way towards that, I think. Anyway, so we're looking at midnight, which we are there already, apparently. Let's go and finish this, and then we'll make our way back. The sisters wanted to be buried together. Here, for some weird reason. Arthur's memories. I think I turned around and that music was going to keep playing. Oh well. What's your court like?
Why? Are you wondering if I, too, had a torrid affair with a court musician? No. The only bard we had was Taliesin. He was old, smelled of stale wine, and had a beard down to his knees. I'm quite certain all those tales of his beauty came from him alone. The court itself was not my favorite place to be. The intrigues, the manipulations. At times, they almost made me long for the battlefield.
Yeah, we're doing, Steve, yeah? Adulting sounds like a terrible idea. Yeah, line myself right off my horse there. As long as I haven't missed the opportunity, that would be great. See how we do. If I have, I'll come back tomorrow. All day and all night, that woman stands there staring at the pigs. Don't really know what to interpret that as. Other than a bit weird. Right. That's a bit weird. So I just walked straight in and found, what's this weird swirly thing? Let's find out by sticking my foot in it. Must be an open mouth. Through the cracks, we have Wyrdness. Let me guess, Percy?
No. No. Who are you? What are you doing here? Oh, gods. Please don't tell me they sent you after me.
You must be Percy, who has not deserted.
Is that what they're saying? Gods. This is a nightmare. I'd never desert. I swear, the lads are my family. I've got nothing else. I can't believe I'm going to die here.
We'll see about that.
Everyone thinking I'm a traitor. And a thief, too.
Doesn't sound like you're too eager to get out of there.
Of course I am. But it's impossible. I've searched every inch of this place. And there's no way out. Things still fall in from time to time. But that opening only works one way. So, I'm sorry, my friend. But we are well and truly stuck here. At least there's food. But if they move the supplies, we're done for.
There's a way in, there's a way out. I'll find it, I will find a way out if I need to get away from your whining. There's a way in, there's a way
I
out.
don't envy you your hope. I know what it's like to lose it. But, go ahead. I remember what it felt like to have something to do.
I have no plans to die today. Interesting. Alright, I can go that way. I'm guessing he couldn't. Oh, I see. This is the rest of the town, is it? Or an interpretation of the town. I realise there's a way through here. That's Fame or Shadowfell, I would say. So that would be my interpretation. Right. Nearly went very badly, but not dead, so I will take it. Achoo. Okay, so it's over here then. Yeah, there's a mistling in there somewhere. You on that. There must be a way out. Crossing here has got to be relevant in some way, and I assume let's just find a way out. Oh, is that it? No. So it assume the fact that bridge is there implies that I have to cross it. I did whole areas to explore. Oh, wait.
Another guess? How
Found the exit, but...
I didn't think there were still fools eager to walk in the shadow of my throne.
And who might you be?
I am Garrick Tarion, rightful lord of Connacht, blood of Palamedes, born to rule, my legacy squandered by lesser men.
You seem fairly lesser to me.
Here I sit, not in a hall of marble, but in this realm of broken things.
And you're here
I made a
because...
mistake. A single, miscalculated mistake. I toyed with the wrong woman. I thought she was just another pawn in my game, a trinket to be used and discarded. But she was no trinket. She was a Bandrui, a woman of power, of the old ways. And she cursed me for my arrogance. And all I wanted was to live longer.
What is this place?
This is a prison, woven from the fabric of the Wyrdness itself. Only those with true mastery over the old ways, druids, Bandrui, could tear a hole in reality and trap something within it. A realm that both is and is not. A perfect, unbreakable cage. For me, it is damnation. A place where time does not move, where the world unfolds just beyond my reach. A theater where I may watch but never step upon the stage. And worst of it all, it is boring. No conquests, no feasts, no pleasure, no purpose. Just an eternity of watching lesser men fumble through history.
Seems like you got your wish about living forever.
Yes, and then some, as you can see. Eternal life. Sounds like a gift, doesn't it? But no, I was not given life. Only existence. Trapped in this mockery of a world, able to watch, to see, but never to touch. I have seen my house crumble. I have seen weak men take what was once mine, and I have seen it all from behind a veil I can never tear.
I found my way here, and so did a Kamelot soldier I was looking for.
The veil between worlds is thinning. The Wyrdness does not break easily, only when the fabric of reality itself begins to fray. My prison and your world should never touch. And yet, here you stand. It seems the world outside is shifting, twisting in ways it was never meant to. And when that happens, things bleed together. A tale like this should not exist. And yet somehow, you've slipped through. Whether that's for good or ill, I suppose we'll find out soon enough.
Lord Gervain is ruler of Connacht now.
I know. You think this prison blinds me? No. I see the world. I watch my bloodline waste what was once carved in iron and fear. And Yvain, he is the true downfall of House Tarion. A soft-bellied fawn, too weak to hold the reins, too fearful to demand what is his by right. He is not my heir. He is the ghost of a great house, waiting to fade.
Never heard of you. Your name must be lost in history.
Ah, history. The great devourer. It swallows men whole and spits out only what it pleases. Palamedes, my ancestor. His name endures, woven into the fabric of Avalon like a golden thread. But me, I am the frayed end, the unraveled strand, cut away and discarded. And why? Because I ruled not with honeyed words, but with truth. Because I did what was necessary. Connacht was mine. My name should have echoed through the ages, carved into stone, whispered in fear and reverence alike. And yet, here you stand, proving what I have long suspected. I was not lost to history. I was erased.
Doesn't seem like much of a ruler.
Gracious. You mistake me for a king who begged to be loved. Gracious rulers are forgotten. Merciful kings are overthrown. I ruled with a firm hand because Avalon demands it. The weak do not last here. Did my people fear me? Perhaps. But they obeyed. And obedience is the only
Didn't work out so
thing
hot for him, did it?
keeps a kingdom standing. Tell me, would you rather be adored and forgotten, or feared and eternal?
Arthur wasn't feared. And he's well remembered. Seems you were feared and forgotten, hence the weird realm prison.
Clever. But this was not history's doing. This was her doing. A Bandrui's curse, not time's judgment. And yet, what's the difference in the end? Whether by time's hand or by hers, my name is dust. My throne is tainted, and the wretch who calls himself Tyrion sits upon it, a hollow shadow of what should have been. I believed eternity was the right of kings. Now I see it for what it is. A punishment, fit only for fools.
Yeah, he definitely did not get the best of that deal. Can curse be lifted?
I don't know. I cannot be killed. Not by blade, not by fire, not by time itself. I've tried everything. More times than I care to count. So unless you hold power equal to the one who cursed me, I wouldn't bother reaching for your weapon. You can always
You're
do
so
it
sure.
and die for my amusement if that suits you.
Might be powerful enough to grant your wish to die. Tough luck, enjoy your eternity. Part of me is inclined to let him suffer for eternity, because it seems to me like he really brought this on himself. But, yeah. On the other, let's see if we can give him a respite.
Oh, now
It's a
that
bit,
is a bold
cruel.
claim. You are not the first to make such an offer, nor would you be the first to fall. But what am I to refuse a dance? Come then, let us see if your blade can carve deeper than fate itself.
You said anything about blades? You can't even get close to me. But you can burn. By my hand. Not such a toughie, huh? I didn't want to accidentally dodge my way through the barricade, the portal. I do believe I found a way out. Let's go and see if talking to that guy is necessary. Because I don't want to leave the unfortunate soldiers stuck here, really. Use blades, not a wizard. Do I look like a swordsman? I'm standing here in a dress. I'm in robe. I mean, to be fair, there was a moment where I was wearing a dress because it looked quite cool, and then I realised it had a cleavage cut out, and I was like, maybe not.
I wonder if anyone misses me.
Okay, so nothing to add with him then. Didn't really think there would be, but... yeah, basically by the rationale of this realm, I'm basically a druid, apparently. So, this game and spellcasters. They don't seem to have wizards, but they do seem to have druids instead. Amounts to the same thing, of course, but...
I can't believe it. We're actually free.
thought it might go that way.
How did you manage to get us out of there?
Fore-Dweller pals, I'm not telling him that. I'm a bit special.
That I don't doubt, my friend. Oh, it's so good to be back. Funny, I didn't realize it before, but even the air in that place was different. Guess I'll go report to Shine. Honestly, I'm glad you were there with me. She'd never believe me otherwise.
No, I don't think she would. You best come back with me. Hopefully the sun's just coming up. Just late enough in the day that she's just made it back to her post. Might be the case, actually.
You're here. Speak your piece or let me work.
Charming as always. Found out what was happening with the supplies.
Percy tried to spin me some wild story about falling into another realm. I didn't toss him straight into a cell, only because he swore you could back him up. So, what did you find?
Cracking the fabric of reality that things were falling through.
You're pulling my leg, aren't you? Tell me this is some elaborate prank you two cooked up.
Wish.
Oh, mother have mercy. Can nothing in this goddamn place just be normal? I may be a bit of a city woman, but you can't tell me that it's normal to have creatures made of bloody straw attacking outside the walls.
Yeah.
And now you're saying there are cracks in the world. Does that mean I need to move my supplies?
No, problem solved.
Well, that's some good news at least. Not gonna ask how, in case there's something about you that we'd both be better off with me not knowing. Thanks for your help. Here, something for your trouble.
You born in Kamelot?
Born and raised, yeah. My family has an estate in the country, but I never liked going there. All that space and nothing to do. Not even a good tavern in sight. I don't know how people live like that.
I'll give her the point about the tavern thing, but there's usually some good ones out there. You come from nobility?
A military family, dating back to the Age of Conquest. My father's a general, his father was one too, and my grandfather, yeah, you get the gist. Technically we're nobility, but I've never felt like it. And I'm no good in ballrooms. Joining up seemed only logical.
You're a bit miserable, but otherwise I can see where you're going. Don't seem to be a lot of women among the troops.
There aren't. It's a tough life, you know? Most women aren't built for it.
These Kurnax
That
isn't
I
boring.
can't, but what passes for entertainment here just makes me want to leave this shithole and never look back. Can't wait for the order to march out.
Yeah, you'll be singing a different tune at the time. Come the time. Any other jobs?
There might be something, but look, it's got to stay between us, right?
What did you do? Or is it who did you do? What, is it legal?
No, of course not. Just don't want Denholm getting on my ass for wasting time and resources. Even though it'll be your time and my resources. Well, one of our warehouses burned down recently. Completely down to the ground. When I checked what was left, I found a trapdoor. It must have been hidden under the floorboards because I never saw it before. Problem is, it's sealed shut and the lock looks ancient. Denholm told me to leave it alone, but it's been bugging me ever since.
So you're just curious? Have you tried picking it? Is there a reward? Look into it. So you're just curious?
Yeah, I am. Really bloody curious. Can you blame me? There's not much here in the way of distractions. And who knows? You might find something useful down there. Even if it's just more space I can use for storing supplies.
Try picking the lock?
No, because I don't know how. I'm an officer in Kamelot's army, not a bloody thief. Despite what the locals think of us, we don't go around stealing everyone's stuff.
No, you do. Requisition it or commandeer it instead. Rewards?
Yeah, I've set aside some of my wages. Not like there's much to spend on around here anyway.
Sure, I'll have a look.
Great. Let me know what you find. Even if it's just a pile of rotten grain, I just want to know and be done with it. Oh, and one more thing. There's someone in Kunakt who could help you get through that lock. Name's Filth. Lives in what's left of the Eastern Tower.
Tell me there's a person named Filth who lives in the walls.
Yeah, well, of all the things I've seen in Kunakt, at least I know Filth is harmless and knows everything that happens around here. I've never caught Filth doing anything illegal, and as long as it stays that way, we're good.
Mystic Ward, I think. Magical shield, negating next damage received and dealing magical damage to all enemies. Potentially useful. Not bad as a sort of offhand thing if you want to be magic and one-handed sword in the other. Sunfire short sword. Strength, dexterity, spirituality, and perception. Heavy attacks cost extra mana, shooting a piercing wave, dealing weapon damage, and burning all enemies hit. That's quite cool. The sword is... yeah, more longsword size than one-handed, really, but... This, on the other hand, is a weird amount... Well, it's an oversized Viking sword from the look of it. Or Viking-era sword, I should say. Now, why with curiosity, what happens if I put that in my offhand? Still swing it, I just can't block. Interesting. The filth might know how to open a secret trapdoor. Otherwise, we're looking way outside of town, I think. Yarp. Cool. So, it lives in the walls, she says. Not sure how I'm supposed... Oh, ruins of the tower. So, okay, I think I can figure out how to get there. It'll be Hossy. There it is. Try not adulting and somehow the bills don't get paid. Yeah. You do be a bit like that, don't it? Allegedly and such. Yeah, there's a staircase there in the other worlds, but there isn't here. The staircase there, but it's not the same place.
Have some spare food or coin? Anything else?
Horse is turning the wrong way. There we go, just need a bit more momentum. And after all that, I'm not sure he'd be up here anyway. Oh, apparently not. Heck. I have a shot because I was looking at chat. Angel Delight ice creams. Interesting. I'm somewhat unsure about this proposition. This is not going to go well. Oh, way better than I thought. I mean, if you got to make do, you could just about shore this up. There's not much of a roof on it. That's the biggest issue, really.
This is unexpected. You look beautiful, you know, and you have a beautiful soul. Maybe even more than just one. I can hear them fluttering. I see their soft shimmer. Will you show me? Show me, show me. Trust me. Even though filth is filth, I can be generous. I want to be generous. I want to be good. And you should feel special.
This is weird.
That could happen.
Good job, guys. Yes. Flashbacks to Yorkie adverts from years ago now. Yeah, chuck ices are fine. My other half thinks they're awful. I don't know. I won't go that far.
Nothing more than a mongrel. Filth. Yet I could just as well be a lord, reigning over the streets of Kuanacht. But no, that would be too much. The streets belong to everyone, along with their mud, sorrow, and cold.
Interesting name. Where'd you get that?
Filth. Both a name and a title. One cannot forget about titles. There were people who made filth aware of my own filthiness. Good people. People who showed me the right way.
The way to
Made it
bath.
feel special. And beautiful.
Well, the fact you're talking about.
Trinkets. All those that belonged to others, but are now yours. Because you dared to reach for them. For you. A blessing of sophistication. Or perhaps splendor. For those who have had something taken away. A blessing of absence. Even lack can be worth experiencing. Deeply and intensely.
I don't know that I would agree in the same way he means, but so.
Coins, items. Items become coins. They gain a soul. A man who is a scavenger, whether he's filth or not, also possesses a soul. Strong, shimmering, fluttering. A soul that yearns.
I think you sent me something about locked trapdoors in a destroyed warehouse.
Ah, the gateway to the hidden beggar's kingdom. To open it, you'll need a royal scepter. A truly fancy old key, which, lucky for you, I happen to possess. I haven't been there for quite some time. I'll lend you my key, but only if you promise to retrieve something that was left behind for me.
What's this thing?
A curious cube. It has symbols and moves, and it tinkles delightfully. Very interesting and amusing. The first time I was there, I was too afraid to bring it to the surface. Didn't want others to look at it. But now, I want to have it here. Here. Take the key. Bring the cube to me. Make me feel nice.
Where did you get this key?
The secret of a scavenger. Asked, he doesn't tell, and at no guess does he nod. What a dull world we'd live in if people shared all their secrets. Am I right, my dear?
Oh no, I don't think you are. You're just gonna give me the key.
Oh, of course not. I have my own interest in this. I hope you haven't forgotten about that already. Besides, would you really take a borrowed gift with no intention of returning it? Shattering the fragile
Evening,
beggar's
Grey.
trust I've placed in you? No, no. You wouldn't do that, would you? You know very well that such things only bring about rather unpleasant outcomes. Oh, one more thing.
It's not a
If
very
you have
effective
anything that
threat,
once
but
belonged
anyway.
to someone else, I'll gladly take care of it.
He'll buy stolen goods. Right, so where's that warehouse what burned it down? Out of town that way? Is it out of town? Yeah, looks like it is. Mind you. This place looked like it was elsewhere as well. But it turned out not to be.
Have some spare food or coin?
And the description of burnt right down to the ground, a little tenuous here, but... Interesting. They're not entirely secure back door to the Kamelot garrison there. Well, let's see what's down here then. Old Canucks. Language the Menhirs whisper. Nimwe's scroll. To carve meaning into chaos. The material that the Menhirs are made from tends to speak in ways mortal tongues cannot replicate. When we attempt to capture those whispers with our magic, a map begins to form. I felt vibrations beneath my fingers, yet they slip away from comprehension like water through clenched fists. Merlin says the Menhirs are keys, but keys to what? I suspect they shape reality itself, each node, each ideogram, an imprint of the potential futures. Some whispers resonate with time, others quiver with emotion or memory. If one could speak to them, perhaps one could summon entire histories into existence. I constantly feel though the Menhir is ceaselessly trying to enchant the reality around it. Yes, well... I didn't find this hole the hard way before. Zombies. Crit on that one. Somebody was doing the laundry down there. Surprisingly nice decor down here. Oh, shite. Guess we'll find a bit more room to deal with this situation. Oh, there's lots of them. I thought because I was dashing I might have some iframes there, but it was not so as it turned out. Well, he managed to hold one of them off for me. We're just as well our yeah, just as well our friend the Quartermaster didn't come down here. Filth's cube. There we go. Roll 2 on the man here's purpose. A prison of Maelstrom. What does that do? Elemental damage charges, critical explosion dealing damage, applying random status effects to all enemies around me. Not as good as the one I have then. It was at Merlin's side that I first beheld the men here. Towering grim figure veiled in ancient power. Merlin called them pillars of the Fore-Dwellers' reality, but I see them as something more. Bridges between the weirdness and the tangible world. Now, we know the men here tend to repel the weirdness. That's why I'm convinced the typical Fore-Dwellers would not build something that could deprive them of their power. I believe the men here were made by those among them who sought something beyond, though I do not yet know precisely what that might have been. I believe that for many Fore-Dwellers, men here are like open, festering wounds, and we, in turn, can do nothing but draw from that kind of situation. To be honest, I think it might not be the case. Because it doesn't make a lot of sense. Hmm. And there we go. Welcome back. I feel like that was maybe... I mean, I assume these guys are somehow resisting fire, which I don't know, is a bit of a weird thing for undead in my view, but I do feel like there's something else occurring there. Oh, servant to the right, huh? Ritual blade, ritual blood mask. Need a whole lot of stuff, but it gives you stamina, mana, and health bonuses. The blade looks like a type of dagger. Increases incoming damage by half, but increases your healing as well. Weird. Okay, looks like an interesting gateway. More interesting worlds mod to Starfield on a planet DC fighting ecliptic and settlers defending the homestead. That sounds interesting. As the name would imply. This is probably the way out. Working through Watchtower mod, huh? Yeah, I've not really played much in a while. There was the patch came out the other day, didn't it? Yesterday. This may be no paradise. Merlin and I once believed that Avalon was a salvation, a place where dreams could grow eternal. Arthur made us take that vision very seriously. All we needed was to drive back the Wyrdness, and that was what we strived for. If the weirdness is a force we can never truly banish from Avalon, could it be that it does not merely surround this land, but sustains it? Every leaf, stone, and every whisper of the wind is tainted with its presence. Avalon was not made for mortals like us. The Fore-Dwellers built this land as a sanctuary for themselves, not for humankind. Yes. Even great lights can fade. Merlin once told me that wisdom is a flame, and like all flames, it burns the brightest before it's extinguished. Magic that makes men here repel the weirdness is itself a great wisdom, so I started to wonder, do men here die? Perhaps, though, I should phrase the question differently. How do men here die? We already know that they do. We found one that was already extinguished. But Merlin, that brilliant beast found a way to speak to them and rekindle their flame. Most of that language was his own blood. Ooh, grim. Nevertheless, what does the death of the men here look like? Perhaps I'm getting ahead of myself. Perhaps I should trust that the magic Merlin breathed into them will suffice humanity forever. And yet, something unsettles me. I long to know what a world suddenly bereft of the men here would look like. Was a situation occurring because Morgana, or Morgane, however they want to say it in this one, had a hand in undoing it? Or undoing the menhirs? Or is it just a coincidence that she predicted? Right. The exit would appear to be that way. Ow. Somehow I missed this. It seems to have mattered much, but I did miss it. Get there eventually. Feel like that was really worth the expense. Geronimo! Oh, I didn't enjoy the falling from heights thing. Who does, but... Well, depending on which UC people are involved, I can see it going that way. Ecliptic put up a good fight, though. Generally speaking. So I'm here, and probably therefore swimming the wrong direction, one would think. So I can't go that way, so I didn't know the fact that this is the only way I can go, not swim in the wrong direction. Well, I will be able to get out of the water over here, so there is that. You see Marines. Yeah, makes sense. There's a feature that Skyrim needs. You can get mods for it, I think. Horse whistle mods. I don't think I have one installed. I should check that. Oh, you dodged. Disgraced knight. Huh, I could take his horse. Not that I wanted over the one I have. I'm curious as to whether or not that's a keeper or not. Oh, I could call my pet back, who has gotten lost. I'm not going to, because actually following me around is somewhat irritating, to be honest. But at least I can get him back when I want to. So 25, that's what I want. A moment. I'm going to whip my way down this way, I think, aren't I? Most of this is not too exciting, but magic feedback's not a bad thing. Probably, as long as it doesn't go off in the middle of a town and cause trouble. Right. Check something quickly. Let's just check my theory. Connect. Oh, there's a whole bunch of different horses, named horses. This is the one that's not. There's two more you can get. One called Clover and one called Daisy. And then there's one called Kelpie you can get on way off to the north at some point. Interesting. I've been hearing something about stuff I'd like. Yeah, all the rumours that are coming out, and they are suspiciously unsubstantiated, such as they are, suggest that we won't hear anything for a while because they're going to have a DLC and a PS5 release next year. Allegedly. Basically, they're taking their time and going bigger, or something. Well, they're taking their time with it because Shattered Space didn't land as well as they wanted it to. Something like that, anyway. Yeah, it seems to be the gist of it. And so the rumours that are coming out suggest it's response to particularly Shattered Space not getting the best reception. I don't know, I thought Shattered Space was alright. Not as big as it could potentially have been, but because development overlaps somewhat with the base game, I'm not surprised that it didn't go as far as people might have hoped. This second expansion will have an advantage that Shattered Space didn't, in that it'll have the knowledge of how the launch went prior to its production, which obviously was not a thing for Shattered Space.
Now? If
It
it's
was already in
Shatter you're
production.
after, you'll be disappointed.
Something big would be definitely cool. I have to admit, loading screens and exploration, well, the loading screens I'm not that bothered about, really. They're not ideal, but I think the complaints about it are overdone a bit, really, as well. But, yeah, more improved exploration. I'd like to see more human-type points of interest. What I really want to see is a lot more non-human points of interest, like environmental things like caves and stuff, but with more going on with them. Because there's a few caves that are in the game, there's just nothing happening. There's just empty spaces, really, maybe with the odd mineral to mine. But what's ridiculous is you've got over 1,000 planets there, and every single one of them has human habitation signs on it, and I think it's just too much. There should be places, that moons and planets and things like that, that just don't have signs of human settlement on them. Too many of them do, in my view. So, yeah, more that don't have any human input and a lot more sort of natural phenomena that are a bit more interesting to explore would be cool. But lots more of all of it. Yeah, it was a fun storyline. It just didn't have any consequences outside of itself. I do agree with that. It would be good to see the impact of it in the main game. On the other hand, that impact would only last until you went to the next New Game Plus. Then it gets wiped anyway. And yeah, I don't know. I would like to see some consequences of it, but I think it'd be relatively minor anyway. And there's like, what ways might it cause problems with other points of the game as well? I mean, there's ways around that, I suppose, but still. Yeah, they might be looking for ways to improve them, or at least speed them up, but yeah. To be honest, this is why we don't listen to people, because they don't know what they're on about. Oh, it's terrible. No, it isn't. Get over it. Match up the trapdoor.
And? What was inside? Don't leave me hanging.
Another trapdoor. Just alter. Another trapdoor.
Now I know I should have asked someone a little less in love with their shitty sense of humor.
Oh, crack a smile. Just alter.
You mean the old street level? Bloody hell, I didn't think this place had anything like that. I figured it was just a complete shithole. But this, oh, this is fascinating. Damn, now I wish I'd gone with you. Did you find anything else down there?
Buckle of Undead. Some scrolls written by Nimue about Merlin on the local men here.
Ah, damn. Definitely not thrilled about that. Best you bring them to Denholm. He'll take care of it. Here's your reward. And thank you for doing this for me. You're good people. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure we're delivering Nimue scrolls to Denholm, to be honest, but I have reservations. Is that? What else have we got? Yeah, stuff that she wants me to turn in. Will to win. So I think the next play is head out of this bridge, making my way towards Hold Her Head High, which is... weird noise outside in the background there. Excessively low bass, which makes me think somebody's got some kind of sub in their car and is probably out on the street. Hear it again, though. I might have to do something. That's finding the seer. Okay. For the Children of Morrow again. Actually, I need to go and sell some crap first, I think. And then we'll go and do that. That's somewhere over there.
Wilkin? Wilkin!
It is her.
Oh, damn it, Wilkin. Is that you? Oh! I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. Say, have you seen a pig running around?
You named your pig Wilkin?
Well, yes. What of it? Lots of people give their animals names. Some have a cow named Bessie. I have a pig named Wilkin.
Doesn't it make it harder to butcher them? Unusual name for a pig.
Is it? Well, perhaps I'm just more creative. So what?
Well, that's true, Steve. Doesn't it make it hard to butcher them?
Butcher them? Oh, sweet old mother. I haven't even thought about that. What if someone ate him? Please, please, you have to help me find Wilkin before something terrible happens.
Yeah, but definitely cool that it's an option, though, right? If it were an option. You must really like that pig.
The thing is, Wilkin's not really a pig. He's my lover. Well, he's a pig now, but he used to be a man. He was one of Kamelot's soldiers. The thing is, I might have done something really stupid. Look, I just wanted him to be happy with me. I know he's not the type to settle down, but I just wanted him to understand that he doesn't need all these other girls when he has me.
That doesn't explain why he's suddenly a pig.
I went to see a witch that lives outside Connacht.
God.
See? Here. I'll show you on the map. They say that if you really, really want something, she'll appear and grant your wish. To be fair, I thought it was just an old wives' tale. I mean, nobody can live that long. Not even a witch. But I decided to see for myself, and there she was. She gave me a potion. She told me to add it to my beloved's meal, and that would be it. He'd be
Speaking
right
of awful
by my
plans.
side, as happy as a pig in mud, just as I wanted.
Oh dear.
Yes. I can see now that it might not have been the best choice of words. But in my defense, I suspect that the witch is not really a witch. She's something
Of some kind.
evil that feeds on the misery of others. That's what she is.
And did you want anything in return?
She wanted something precious to me, but I didn't have anything. So she said she'd take her payment later. Fat
I'll
chance
be
of
a
that happening
pig.
now. I won't give her a single coin. And if she ever shows up here, I'll tell her what I think of her and her deals. I've already sharpened my pitchfork to give her a warm welcome.
Can't just ask her to reverse the spell.
That's the thing. She disappeared. I went back there, but there was no sign of her. It's like she was never even there. And then Wilkin disappeared too. Now all I can do is hope that he hasn't ended up on somebody's table.
I'll have a look into this matter.
Oh, thank you. May the All-Mother bless your heart. I promise I'll reward you handsomely. Maybe you should try finding the witch first. Maybe she just didn't appear to me out of spite. But perhaps she'll talk to you.
Sounds better than running after every pig in Cunard. It's just like we're finding walking before he's made into a sausage. That's probably better than running after every pig.
That's for sure. Thank you. I'll stay here in case Wilkin comes back. Oh, goodness, I just hope it's not too late.
Can't think of a better time to make a swift exit. Well,
Have some spare food or coin? Anything
see the appeal.
Elixirs, powders, and all of it made by my own hand. Yes, all magic is a scam. An illusion that pretends to give you something but always takes more in return. My elixirs work because they're based on knowledge and experience, not some fickle power from another world. Anyway, go ahead and read my anti-magic manifesto. I've laid it all out, why the magical plague must be wiped from Avalon.
You're a bit nuts, aren't you, buddy? Druid's Bane hat. Druid's Bane coat. And you get mana back by taking damage. That's kind of cool. He's nuts.
Good day.
We've got that. Red Shield Commander's gear. Red Death Greatsword. I don't see myself using any of that. Hey. It's off in here. Pretty both the chance starts to take when your customer looks like Rasputin. Yeah, exactly. It's or an extremely unobservant's not quite the right word, but you know what I mean. Precisely unobservant, but oblivious, that's the word I'm looking for. It's a very oblivious position to take. Right, so where's the witch? Somewhere up that way. Ooh, lordy.
Have some spare food or coin?
He's standing there dressed head to toe in robes and looking like it the way I do, and he's just like, yes, ban all magic. Sounds like we've got another candidate for turning into a pig. lands. Parmenides the Unwavering, renowned for unshakable loyalty and blunt honesty, the shield of Avalon has never hesitated to speak his mind before King Arthur. His valor throughout the Age of Conquest and his role in founding the Targaryen family secured his place in history. Honor his name and let his memory forever be praised. One-handed. Daisy, who can be stolen. Clover, who's a brown horse, a chestnut horse, very dark chestnut horse. And a bay horse. Rob and Gil's cottage. Possibly Jill.
Come on.
No, Gil.
Tell Daisy. We're gonna need her.
What we're going to need is money. And she'll fetch a good price.
We still need to move somehow, don't we? She could pull the cart.
We'll have Clover for that. Look, I know how much this horse means to you, but I've already talked to Dinholm. He's willing to pay a lot of gold for her.
But what if we...
No, Gil. Enough. We're selling her, and that's that.
It's got a cool house, this. Sort of thing you could build in Fallout. So I prefer to turn him into a newt. Well, it's an option. So I could buy the horses if I want. Clover would be the one I'd want to sell, not Daisy, I think. Yeah, because Clover's a cooler colour, but I'm still not going to, but I'm curious.
If you're interested in buying a horse, look somewhere else.
Make you better off. Someone in Kamelot wants to buy your horse, leaving Connacht. Leaving Connacht?
Haven't you heard? They're moving everyone. Something to do with that menhir of ours. Don't really care either way. As long as they keep their promises and give us a better place to live.
Yeah, they're going to do that. Not a good place to live.
And Morin Pa would rather us alive somewhere else than dead here.
What are you going to do after you leave?
Don't know yet. But we're strong and we're not afraid of hard work. I'm a decent carpenter and Gil is good with horses. I'm sure we'll find something for ourselves.
I can make you a better offer.
Sure, are you? You willing to pay 300 gold?
250, okay.
Well, then you won't get Daisy. She'll be going to Denholm in a few...
I definitely prefer the other one. It's an option.
That Camelotian knows what a treasure he's getting. Daisy's not just any horse. She's the best one he'll ever have.
You love your horses.
I guess. I've spent a lot of time with them. Rob would always send me to the stables when I was getting underfoot. He'd say, Gil, you go to the stables and don't you show your face again until I tell you. I guess I must have been an annoying kid.
You feel bad about leaving your farm?
I do. Pa had to borrow money from Grandpa to buy it, and he had to work so hard to prove that he deserved it. After he and Ma passed away, Rob kept on working, and I did my best to help. Grandpa was, well, I don't know. I didn't see much of him in those days. And now we're supposed to just leave after everything. It feels like we're letting him down. Have a nice day.
So I can buy Daisy, but I can't buy Clover. Oh. I could steal them, though. Not that I have any intentions of doing either. We're going to go round that way and off. Apparently that's all we've got in terms of a route.
It's nice to have a break.
Picture of that because it looks good. Right. Stuck on a rock, apparently.
Nice to see you.
Oh, ow! That was loud right in my ear. Sound work. The setup needs a little bit of work there. Oh, that's what she was on about straw people attacking. Straw child, okay. Well, it's not the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It's up there, but it's not the top. Just sort of, oops. Just sort of loops back that way. I need to go this way. Okay. So you deal with haters. Yes, indeed. If I head this way briefly, it should connect me back to where we were before. Oh, there's a big old question mark over there, which means quest.
You'll fall to my sword. Your armor won't save you.
I'm not wearing armor, dipstick.
I'll strike you down. You'll fall to my sword. I see fear in you. You'll fall
Weird
to my
touch
sword.
peasant. He does look a little weird, it's true.
Back to your hovel, coward. Get you back tenfold.
Don't like your odds, buddy. A weird shovel. I'm curious what the deal with a weird shovel is. It's a shovel that does a bit more damage and is broken at the end, opposed to a regular one. It is weird. And then we've got a peasant's basket as well. Freaking weird scythe. Weird scythe. It camps up here. It's a small tent to fit a lot of dudes in. Cozy. Yes. Dear Mother, hope this has found you well. I'll share some important news with you. After much contemplation, I've decided to leave my wife. This is a decision not to be made lightly, but I have found my true love and feel the compelled to follow my heart. I plan to meet you in a cave. You know the one. Please take care of my wife in my absence. She's a good woman, and none of this is her fault. She deserves kindness and support during this difficult time. Thank you for your understanding. Your loving son, Donald. Yeah, well, Lim suggests that didn't go the way he wanted it to. Lover's Hollow, huh? Digging with a weird shovel. I wonder if I'll get a weird pick at any stage. Talk? That was weird as well. I'm going to go ahead and assume that's not meant to be the way it is. Yeah. I would think it's not meant to be interact or enter, not talk. Beloved, the days apart are a torment I can hardly bear. In our cave, our sanctuary, we'll find each other once more. Let us escape to our haven where love flourishes when we belong to one another. Yours devotedly, F. I knew it couldn't be that simple. Fragrant letter. My dearest, days grow long without your presence. Meet me in our cave where the world fades and only our love remains. I long to feel your touch and hear your whispers. Until then, my heart beats only for you. Yours eternally, E. This voice is something that has seduced people away to come down here, hasn't it? It means a certain witness guiding me to you in a cave far away from prying eyes, blah, 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 yeah. There's something weird in here that's luring people into a trap. Probably to their deaths. There's a... hidden alcove in here. Letter from a grandmother. Dear Philin, deeply troubled by your choices, path you tread leads only to heartache. Return to us and remember the values we taught you. Do not let this woman lead you astray. Grandma Brid.
But you broke mine.
I don't think I did, but...
Come closer. But you broke mine.
There's half a line missing there. I think it's meant to be missing, but... Faye. Yep, it definitely had Faye about it. It's not quite the way I was expecting it to be. I'd say particularly for Beor's heart and Fae blood. Letter from Auntie. Dear nephew, if you know regard for your parents, this affair brings shame upon them. Think of the sacrifices and love they've given you. Forsake this dangerous path and restore honor to our family. Weird stone though. That's it. Dear Father, do not leave us. We love you dearly and need you here with us. Swim cannot replace a bond we share. Stay with us and let our family remain whole. It gets worse and worse, doesn't it? I would assume we're looking at multiple victims. Sure, it looks like it. Something there. Well, no quest to go with it, just a weird little random side thing there. Now to climb the tree. Sun's about to go down. Soon will, anyway. A little disappointed the flame gobbler didn't go down there. I think this zapping would cause it to explode, but apparently not. Cindermar the Firebringer, huh? And he's immune to fire.
You're rolling here.
That's a lightning though.
Ah, that's all you've got.
Scorched Warden's gear, huh? What does the cloak do? Increases incoming healing, but I don't know the stats for it. Peasant's basket increases encumbrance. That's actually slightly more useful. I don't know if I like that one or that one a bit more. Up and down, I think. It's a bit weird, but it's actually kind of useful. Armor's quite badass. Definitely quite badass armor. What does the helmet look like? Pretty cool. I can't show it on my character. Yeah, that's that off the list. Bunch of people who look like they should have bounties on their heads, but I'm not finding anywhere to turn the bounties in yet. And this is somewhere that's going to become relevant later, but ancient beast discovered. So we've got a sword for a minute. That's quite cool. Yeah, this just has a vibe of something that we'll be coming back to. Maybe I should put a few points into perception, maybe. Up that critical chance a bit. That's probably not a bad idea. Up again, and then I'll be able to see what I'm doing while I explore on. What are we doing? 10:30 already. Howling of the incoming Wyrdness woke me up, huh? Well, actually, we will dump some ethereal cobwebs in there. I've got plenty of them. Let's do some identifying while I'm here as well. Decent item. A heart and a worn battle hammer. Exquisite and good. Let's have a look at the good stuff first. Gem of Dodge and Fresh Tears. Mana potion. And Tooth of the Battle Hammer. Stone. Potion and Red Death Shields. Weird me. Actually not that great. So, exquisite. Jute Fiber. Balor's Bulwark. Big old shield, which is cool. Each block hits. Each blocked hit charges the shield. After 10 charges, physical damage is increased by 100% for 10 seconds. And Gem of Carrying. Wood, an executioner's axe, and a gem of stamina. Interesting. Ooh, cool. Still not much point in going for a great health potion when the toothache remedy, which I keep forgetting about, for carnations, sage, and alcohol, will actually heal you more, 80 health. It's one of the better options, and you can get it early on. And it's a relatively low crafting cost as well, so kind of a no-brainer, really. Sell a bunch of meds when I get back into town, I think. But now I've got this spell that heals me. I kind of don't need food that much. Yeah, I don't think so. Into a little bit of a bug there. Now I want to rest. There we go. I'm fine with having to identify items. You know, Baldur's Gate was the first RPG I really got into, and it's still, in my humble, one of the best ever made. If not the best. So I'm kind of fine with that whole thing. I'm not sure the whole identifying a random thing we're getting here is quite worth it. I feel like that's quite delivering on its potential. I don't think it adds a great deal in this particular case. But in general, fine with it. Thorny pitchfork. Sounds like a name almost. Don't know what you're talking about, guy. Casting such aspersions. Shocking behaviour. Slanderous allegations.
Keep your eyes peeled. You fight like a milkmaid. Say your prayers.
You fight like a milkmaid, says the guy just keeled over in one shot. Just mate with the ranged weapon, because right now I don't know where that's coming from. Oh, there.
Making me angrier.
Kestrel the Piercer, okay.
You made a big mistake. You're no match for our band.
What kind of music does your band play?
Your money or your life.
Looks to me like it's death metal. Powerball. Wonderful. She's a Power Ranger, apparently. You're a cool outfit. Small tabard. I don't think she was wearing that, or maybe she was. Ranger's hood. Exactly, Greg. No cucumber, am I? Not very. Just about enough to warrant switch to my not being cucumbered ring. Dead horse, Kamelot nobleman's doublet. I don't think it's actually worth all that much. Ooh, there's a thing here we can go and explore. Although not right now, apparently. Now is just a hole in the wall. Not the kind with money in it. Oh dear. I feel like I've not really got a build that takes advantage of all this ore I'm acquiring, but still. Thought there might be some kind of dungeon here for a minute, but it doesn't look like there is. It's an opportunity to get a little Wyrdstone. Guard of Fallen Sky, ooh. 11 strength and 5 endurance required, but raises your one-handed proficiency by 24? You're going to be a one-handed blade wielder? And it looks pretty sick, let's be honest. That's the right spell then. Yeah, we have to detour back into town and get rid of some stuff because I'm a tad on the overburdened side. Oh no, I thought you were going to go with the weird shovel lawn and the weird scythe mower. Also a side choice, yeah.
You doing okay?
Harp. Around we go. suspect there is a staircase in there that I could take, but not when I'm on horseback, I don't think. I don't think the horse will fit.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
Hello there.
Who we got? Let's see what I've got, rather. Thorny pitchfork is weird. I've got one of those. Let's sell a spare. Honestly, I'd rather keep the ordinary shovel. The weird shovel is a bit weird. Was bulwark. How about pierces through opponents? Gosh, worn stuff doesn't really have any benefits apart from looking cool. The Worn Ranger's hood. I do wish this game had, and I keep saying it, but slots for outfit, because otherwise I would probably consider something a little different for my appearance option rather than just for wearing my effective armor, you know. What have we got here then? Need that. Mythic remedies, I need those, because those are actually... Probably don't need the +3. Look at those and tidy up a little bit. That's better. Those. I'm not going to use that either. I do want to hit the buyback on one thing, though. Keep that, just in case I come across anybody who needs a health potion. Because then I can sell that to them, can't I? I can provide a health potion for them that's not gonna... I just get rid of something I didn't want to. Yeah, I can give them a health potion without actually losing something I want. That's alright, I didn't. Okay. Get you later, Cal. Have a good night. Vain as well. Yeah, well, yeah, you put your effort into the character's appearance and you got character customization options.
Oh, hello there.
You want to be able to make the most of it, right? Shall not booze or have a good time, lest ye die. Yeah. They're back in COVID, isn't it? I wonder how much of the Red Death was actually inspired by COVID, actually. Okay. Nearly out of time, really, aren't we? Probably. Oh gosh, that's... It's only 3 Creekmore skins, and I think it was 3 Marigosh shells as well, wasn't it? I think it was anyway. Eyes, but not shells, which I think look like that. I've got 2. I don't have enough Marigosh shells. Okay. Well, we'll turn in the one that we've got for now.
Oh, hello there.
And probably put a pin in it there for the evening, because time is ticking along, as it is wont to do. Does rather enjoy this game.
Back again.
That was bounties. Creekmore skin. Only 5 Marigosh shells. Definitely need a bunch.
More skin. I'll make sure this goes to good use. Didn't think you had it in you, but you proved me wrong. Keep it up.
Too many inappropriate jokes I can make there, but so little time. Right, so the next play, I think, will be that one. Well, that'll have to wait, I think, till next time. And there we go. That's cool. Ooh. Here I go. Everything's achy. Yeah, that's cool. I'm enjoying this. I didn't really know what to expect from Kunark. Something about it was making me think that it was not going to be as cool as the Horns of the South, in some ways, but I think it might even be cooler. So, yeah, quite impressive, huh? Enjoying it. Why is Steam open? Probably because I failed to close it. So yeah, definitely a fan of that. Shirt? Yeah, I think it's like been from my mother. DJ Yoda. At least that's what I call it anyway. For lack of a better description of it. Good shirt though. Yeah. Part of me's kind of tempted to keep playing Tainted Grail because I'm enjoying it, but I think we will mix things up for a degree of variety and push on with, start rather, Dead Space tomorrow, the remake. Because, yeah, I played the original a couple of times through, actually, on PlayStation, I assume, many years ago, so I would assume it's that. I think it was a PS3 game on it. Yeah, must have been. So yeah, I played it through on there. Really enjoyed it. It's been a long old time, and could not play it through when I wanted to on PC because the PC port was literally unplayable, as in the controls did not work. I think I couldn't get the mouse and keyboard controls to work well at all in the original PC port. And when I switched to controller, that worked better until I got to like the vendors, the weapon vendors and upgrades and things. And then neither the controller nor the mouse and keyboard would interact with that menu at all. So yeah, literally unplayable. But yeah, Since then, kitty cat's in here. Rolling around on the floor being weird. Yeah, since then, obviously the remake's out and that seems to work fine, so provisionally I will double check and make sure it's still working tomorrow. Because, yeah, my initial install of that wasn't great either, so we'll see how that goes. Assuming all is well, then I'll play that tomorrow and, yeah, should be good fun. Definitely looking forward to it. Yes, Fallout-wise, I'm going to take a bit of a chill because I'm done with the season now, apart from I do actually need a few more ranks and a few more tickets so that I can claim the last few items that I want. But I'm over the rank 100 now, so yeah. The stuff on the Atomic Shop this week's not bad, though, from what I recall. There's some decent bits and pieces, which I might have to have a look at tomorrow because I'll start thinking about a build, which I was going to do on the PTS, but with all this cool stuff, maybe I'll do something a bit different on live servers. Probably do something like that. What I really need is a decent sized, I mean, I've got kind of an idea in my head. I'd need a decent sized flat bit of ground by a road somewhere. Possibly. I don't know if that bit's flat enough though. I was thinking just up from Somersville, but actually, you know what, we might go for that other spot near Somersville, which might be flat enough. Yeah, maybe. I'll have a look at some stuff. Did I... Yeah, because I had an idea the other day that would be quite fun, and I think the new stuff in the Atomic Shop works into it, or would work well into it anyway. Did make a note about that. Yeah, definitely some ideas there. 152, nice. You cried out per coins. Yeah, I definitely need levels, but I don't feel like grinding out levels at all. I mean, I could quite easily just bang some lunchboxes on, stick a podcast or something on, and just run Westec over and over. Oh, well, that's boring. Oh yeah, first half of season 2 of Wednesday releases today, so on Netflix. So I might watch that tonight, or I might watch something else, see what mood I'm in. I don't know. Might want to discuss watching with my other half. It'd be nice to sit down and actually watch something once in a while. On the other hand, she's thinking about waiting until the second half of it comes out. So when's the second half of that series come out? Actually? Wednesday, season 2, part 2. There we go. Oh, that's alright. It's not so bad. 3rd of September. So a month off. Could do that. Hold off until then. Assuming I don't get it spoilt for me. That's the only concern. I might talk to the missus tomorrow about that one. See if she wants to watch it together. Might be fun. Maybe, possibly. Anyway, yeah, enjoying this game. It's cool. So, I'm going to go and open the door a bit and let some air in because it's a little bit up in here. I'm sliding down my chair. And can't abide actual grinding. Yeah, no, I can't really, but if I can distract myself enough, and I don't hate the mechanics and stuff, but my frustration and patience for it is basically zero. Plus, the best way of doing it, pop in a bunch of lunchboxes and intelligence enhancing stuff, and excuse me, running Westec, going down the lift into the FEV labs underneath, clearing those, then going back up and clearing it in reverse, and then going out the front door, going back in and clearing it in forward again. So doing that over and over again is not great fun, but if it bugs out when I do as well, like the visuals go all over the place. So if there were no issues and I wasn't quite so frustrated with the whole thing, I wouldn't mind so much. But it's just that I'd like to mix up my build, and having fully mixed up my build a couple of times, I'm now more or less, or somewhat, out of levels. So I would need to have the spare perks to rejig things, because if I was going to switch to probably potentially 2 different builds, mind you, I could maybe just keep like the melee one for the boss slaying stuff, short term at least, couldn't I? And then just go for a run and gun thing and not use melee for my run and gun stuff. I might have the levels for that, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about it right now. So yes, thank you for hanging out tonight, folks. Hope you've had fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying Tainted Grail, and I think we'll have fun with Dead Space tomorrow, so that should be cool if we want a few jump scares here and there. We'll see how many get me. At least the beginning of the game I remember pretty darn well, and I did the first hour a couple of weeks ago, so I will be repeating that, so that probably won't get me much. But after that, see, should be fun. Like, subs, notification bell if you want to. I do appreciate more stuff on playlists if you want to watch other series and the like, including the upcoming Dead Space stuff, which will have its own playlist, of course, as does Tainted Grail. Social media links in the description if you want to keep up to date with uploads and things like that, and the occasional other bits and pieces of news, but it's not a lot. Mostly I use it for more reliable notifications than YouTube has. And yeah, other than that, channel memberships, if you're interested, are available. But for now, have yourselves a good rest of your evening. Have a good day tomorrow. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. And I will see you, excuse me, at around about 8 o'clock for a little Dead Space tomorrow night. Should be good. So, till then, look after yourself. See you next time. Night, folks.